stiffness that you would expect from a 10 or a 14 karat gold.
Wow.
The anti-tarnish properties of this stone or of this material, what happens when you infuse and actually blend the metals, the palladium, you blend it in with the fine silver, you're reducing the copper content in the alloy. And it's the copper that causes that oxidization or the sensitivity or the rusting, in a sense, is really what it is.
So this is more durable.
Absolutely.
It is going to give us that amazing platinum-like luster for life.
For sure it would.
And only you guys can do this.
This is a proprietary material that we've actually developed. In Buffalo is where where this metal is manufactured. And then what we do is we bring it in, we cast it, and hand set and laser solder. The workmanship in these pieces, and again, I'm quite passionate about this. I'm going to try not to get too technical, but what you're seeing, all of that embracing, all of that, the scroll work. These are all laser soldered components on these models when we're building them. The assembly and the workmanship in each and every mount is incredible. You'll see as we move through this collection, underneath these rings, the galleries and the bridge work that happens against your fingers to give it that comfort. It's just incredible. Incredible. 406,152, over 8.8 carats of amethyst, pink tourmaline, which is one of the most in-demand rings, rose gold, and of course the palladium silver, 85.20 to get it home. We have got one lucky person who can now get tea. M is showing sold out, becoming limited in all of those sizes. We tried to get as many of those as possible because it offers such an amazing window into the world of gems on Vogue. And can I let you know, exclusive to TVSN. Right, one of this is the stuff of fantasy to me. This really is. This looks like it's been bespoke made for a movie or something. It's gorgeous. It is, and the first item that we brought, that amethyst piece about the gemstone, the multifaceting, the amount of work that's put into the gemstone. This steps a little bit more into the manufacturing of the product, the piece itself, what the bracelet itself is. All of these pieces laser soldered and connected. All of the workmanship, everything done by hand on this piece. That 18 karat gold embracing, we'll talk about how we do that process a little bit later. It's actually a 14-step process in the manufacturing of this collection. This is not something that's cast in silver and then gold plated. These are laser soldered components. These are hand set gemstones. This is a finishing and a detail that you would expect to find in jewelry 10 times this price.
And I think the difficulty is, when we see these cookie cutter pieces out in retail jewelry world, we perhaps can fall in love or we can be enticed by a stone. Very often that stone is either enhanced or you don't know the provenance or you don't really know where or how or it could be poorly cut, poorly faceted. And then you get to the body, you get to the actual craftsmanship, and there is none.
There's nothing like this. This piece here, when we manufacture this bracelet, what happens is we start with this, the metal is soldered and connected and laid flat. And then what we'll do is we'll hammer it around a bracelet mandrel. And what that hammering does is that gives it's forging this metal in essence. And it's giving it a tensile strength. So that when you slap this onto your wrist and you close it a little tighter, these don't come in exact measured sizes. These guys are going to be able to move up almost a 1/4 inch in sizes. So if you felt that you're worried about how it might fit, this is going to expand and this is going to be able to close tightly on your wrist, and the hammering and the finishing and the detail is absolutely immaculate.
I've got to say, this could be one of my favorite
31 handset gemstone.
It's beautiful, and look, it's impossible to see any kind of, the work is seamless. This is what we're getting when we get true craftsmanship and that work. And also the color matching on those topaz.
Well, hand selected. Michael Valatutti has always talked about how he is so proud of the fact that we manage all of this stone selection ourselves. This is not product that's manufactured and sent in and parcel shopped. What we're doing is we are hand selecting. We are doing a great deal of rejection, which does make it a bit of a challenge with our stone vendors, and we do have to make sure that we manage that relationship very closely, because our rejection rate on these stones, to make sure that the pieces that actually finish into those items of jewelry, like you see on Cara's wrist there, everything is perfectly matched. Everything is selected by hand, every single one of those stones.
It is all about quality, exclusivity, rarity. It's about, we've lost 50% of the stock. Is this one, Kieran, new for this show as well? This isn't a premiere? Oh, wow.
Okay, so perhaps it was seen earlier in the event, but it's new for this visit.
For this visit, yes,
Yeah.
for sure. There isn't a repeat item on the docket. Really, what we're running here is all brand new pieces. And,
Wow.
And really, where we're going to begin from,
Right.
with the Gems on Vogue brand moving forward.
I need to do the housekeeping. 39.9 grams of that fabulous palladium silver and, of course, gold. We are looking at an internal measurement here of 62 by 50 with that give that, of course, the palladium silver gives us. 18-carat yellow gold is included in this one. And, of course, the huge 11.57 carats of that beautiful topaz. We've only got 3
Oh, my goodness.
remaining for 2 countries. Oh, my goodness. Work of art. I could not point you in the direction more. Now, sneak peek of something coming up later in the show. Oh my God, this is so completely, intoxicatingly, fabulously gorgeous.
Yes. And can I tell you, those are Zambian emeralds.
Nice.
Those stones there. Those are stones, again, that when you look at the pieces as we move forward, I brought some loose stones to see the saturation of color in each and every one of those stones. Now, emeralds are inherently included. You can see with that shot, they do have some character, right? But what you look for in a top quality emerald is something that has a deep saturation of color with a glassy body.
Beautiful. This will be coming up later on. Intro price, I think that is going to fly. At the moment, whether they're emeralds, chrome dioxides, green gemstones are hot. Okay, now, I had my pick of the hour with that bangle because I think that bangle is something that in future years is just going to blow your mind, as well as obviously wearing it now. But from the show, I just cannot resist this because having worked with Kunzite for actually way over 8 years, back in the UK I also worked with it, I know when I see a Kunzite which is of absolutely exceptional quality, and then we marry it with your particular styling of this amazing, amazing setting in solid 14-carat rose gold, I think someone slipped their fingers on the calculator because it should be way more than this.
And a solid 14-karat gold.
Yeah.
Right? So this isn't an embraced piece.
No.
This is cast 14-karat gold. This is a collector size stone. As you know, Kunzite, in working with Kunzite, smaller stones, there's availability.
Yeah.
When you get a
Pale
stone of this size, I was going there, the saturation of color is fantastic. This is from the Urucu mine. In Brazil, it's a very special deposit that has produced this size and this material here.
Wow.
Very, very special. So when we say collector size or collector stone, there are certain reasons or certain elements about each gemstone that makes it very special. A Kunzite of this size is so incredibly rare in our industry today. If there's a piece of that, really it's a cotton candy pink that just blows your mind, and the gold mounting, absolutely stunning piece. 7.03 carat total weight on that stone.
I think there's going to be so many hearts melting around the nation. N and S just disappeared from the screen. Can I let you know some good news on this piece, ladies? Because this is solid gold, you can resize. NPS now showing sold. There is one in you. You can resize it. This is a collector's item. This is completely rare. Its saturation, its quality is extraordinary. And then we upgrade to that 14-karat gold. The shank, the entire piece is an absolute beauty.
It is. And one of the hardest things to find in gemstones like that Kunzite is caliber cut stones. Stones that meet a measurement size, that have a carat weight that we're trying to hit. What happens is cutters will cheat. They'll cut a stone a little wider to make it look like it's as big as it is, right? To get the millimeters to make it fit into a mounting. With this piece here, what we've done is we have pressed our manufacturers and our stone cutters to keep that and retain the weight. Because in a gemstone like this, it's the belly weight of that stone that is, you know, Michael uses the word, is the engine of the color.
Yeah.
Really what it is. The depth and saturation of that stone comes from the fact that there is so much material.
Yeah, and that's it. Because again, you're right. A lot of companies will slice the top off a gemstone.
Of course.
And you miss, as you say, the whole belly of it, which it just gives it that...
Well, it creates windows.
Yes.
Right? And what you're seeing here, that shot is absolutely perfect. The light return that you're getting from this stone, and then you've got the play of color that Kunzite delivers, the purples and the pinks. It's just fantastic. What an incredible piece of jewelry. And why we set it in 14-karat gold? Because a stone like that deserves it.
Absolutely. And not a shy 14-karat gold. We're talking 5.2 grams of 14-karat gold. It's our first sellout of the hour. We're waiting for them to confirm through the checkout, guys. Remember, can I be boring and just break the magic for a minute and say 15 minutes is what you have to pop that first pump?